Hey guys, so I've been posting a couple of videos about this new to me Kolb Ultrastar and some videos flying it. So I thought I'd do a little walk around video here and show you what it's all about and just tell you a little bit about it. So as you can see, these are about as simple as they get. And this is a Part 103, FAA Part 103, or true ultralight, meaning it's under 254 pounds, the way it sits here. And it meets some other regulations as well as far as stall speed, max cruise speed, and fuel capacity for that. But what I love about this one is it does fly just like a full-size airplane or like the Champ. So while you don't need a license to fly this, you definitely need to get some training unless you know how to fly an airplane, because it does fly just like a normal tail dragger here. You have your stick here, which is your elevator and your ailerons on the right side here, and then you have your rudder pedals right down here. You got throttle, and it's nice because it actually stays where you select it, so you can set it about half throttle in cruise and kind of take your hand off and not worry about it too much. It has airspeed indicator right here, which is just a little disc here in this tube with the markings on it. So as air blows into the pitot tube, or this hole here, and this is your static port, that disc goes up and you can see exactly how fast you're going. It cruises right about 40 miles an hour and stall speed's about 20 miles an hour. It has no brakes on it. They're like wheelbarrow tires and wheels, but no brakes, which it does take a little bit getting used to. I like landing on grass because of that. Pusher prop here, we'll talk about the engine in a little bit. Tail wheel is steerable with the rudder, which is nice. Like I said, it handles just like an airplane. All your cables are ran through the tube here, which is kind of nice and clean as well. Here's another view of the tail surfaces and where those cables come through back of the tail, and a little bit of the tail wheel there is steerable with those springs. So it actually makes turning on the grass fairly easy, even if you don't have much power or don't have much throttle in with the prop wash going over the tail. You can still drive around, which is helpful, especially not having any brakes. And here you can see the ailerons are all linkage controls, which makes them very smooth as well. And you can see the stick moving up there. So that's all with the linkage. Like I said, the rudder and elevator have cables that run back to them. And here you can see where the cables are routed through the tube to the tail there. And it does have this full 5-point harness as well. And the seat holds you in pretty good too. So it feels nice when you're sitting in there, and is pretty comfortable. And one other thing I forgot to note, the wings actually do fold as well. So you can see a linkage right here. And then you would pull those pins out and pull the pins for the struts out, and the wings would fold back onto the tail, which is nice for if you need to store it in a trailer or a garage or anything that you don't have room with the wingspan here. As far as the engine goes, it is a Cuyuna 440 or a 2-cylinder 2-stroke. It does take pre-mix fuel. So you mix your 2-stroke fuel and oil and put them in these tanks. The tanks are interconnected here. Not sure why they put 2 of them, but you just fill them both up with fuel. We have some instruments here. So we have EGT and a CHT, and then RPM, or your tachometer. I have an on-off switch right here, so that's on for ignition and off. And then a fuel filter, and you squeeze this bulb here, and that's how you prime the engine. Coming back here, there's a choke. Push the choke on there, and then it's a pull start. So it usually fires up pretty well when it's cold. When it's warm, it takes a little bit sometimes to get it going. And then it is geared here with a belt to reduce the RPM of the propeller. So on this side, we just have the exhaust here. It's actually pretty quiet when it's running. It's not too noisy, and believe it or not, when you're flying it, you actually don't get a whole lot of wind and stuff in your face unless you're going like 45 or over. Then it starts to get a little bit annoying, but I like to keep it as slow as possible because of that. So we'll go up for a little flight here. I'll take you along and show you what it's all about as well.